fold it like so, and then if there's any bumps at the sides here, you can just go in a bit tighter so that when the mask pulls on itself, it takes out those bumps around the edges. But I mean, that shape should work that you've just seen me do. Now what we're going to do is just take in the sides here on the neck and take in the chin. So what you'll want to do is, I usually just put it on and mark with a pen my chin area, and you will line up both seam lines to your ear, you know, around that area where the seam lines are. So let's see, follow that around. Yep, seems a bit, yep, it's good enough for me. And then what I want to do usually is just put in a little mark of where my chin is, try and make it the middle point, but I'll just put a little mark, you can just see there. So we have our mark right here that you can see through the fabric. We'll just, you know, place it where we want. That is around halfway, but if you want to just fold it to make sure, that's it in half. Make sure both seam lines are meeting up. And yeah, so around this area. Now we have right here our center point and our middle line. Now I usually like to do for the chin, let me see, I would just take it in here at the neck, around here to make it skinnier, and then take it in and around the chin so that everything sort of comes a wee bit tighter. Take the front base like so, fold it in half like this, and again, make sure the seam line here and the seam line there are matching up together so that you get half. And that's just, so you can see we have just our sewing line here that goes around there. Just, there is a bit of a bump and a groove here that we need to take out, but if we skinny in here, this will pull in on itself, and we sort of have our chin piece. I don't like this bump right here, so what I'm going to do is sew over that slightly a bit. But yeah, you can just see the profile that it's giving now. We will take in, you know, the back, or sorry, the sides here at the neck, and I'm going to put in, let's just see, one of these invisible zippers. So this is an invisible zipper, guys. I got this in a fabric shop, and this is going to go right in here, down onto the neck. I'll shorten this up slightly, but this is just where you start off. You can make your lenses, you can make this out of any kind of, you know, four-way stretch Lycra, any color. This is good for an under mask base, but we'll be just sewing this in tighter, making it up and tightening it up as we go along. But yeah, that's pretty much how that works for the mask base. We'll jump right into the next part now. So guys, this is the mask base. You can just see I've done the chin update and I have put in the invisible zipper. Now we just have a bit of cleanup to do around in that area, so we'll take off the top part here. You just see that wee nub. We'll do is cut that off there and slide it back into the mask. That's that gone. I will clean that up later, but this is the invisible zipper. As you can see, it sort of doesn't show up. You have to try and get right into the edges. Now if we hem these edges and push it on top and sew it right on top of it, it should maybe hide them. I will be trying that with the next one, but I mean, it's nice with nothing bulky or anything sticking out, and that zips up and down like that. Show you the inside of the mask. Let's see, flip it over to the other side. You can just see it's sort of a neckline that we're trying to create, and you just determine it on what your head size is and you know what size everything is, because everybody has different shaped size heads, different inches. And what we're going to do also is trim around the edges here, because this also, you know, gives you bumps around the edges. If you didn't realize that this excess fabric on the inside will overlap and fold on top of one another and sort of give you creases and bumps. So you'll try and want to make it as flush as possible, so that when you do try on the mask, that, you know, you have as much resistance from around these seam lines as possible. So we have the mask. Let's try it on, see what it feels like. And there you have it, guys. So this is just the Spider-Man mask base. Again, this can be used for a lot of different, you know, costumes, a lot of different mask bases. If you want to make some cowls on the inside to fit into your other masks and helmets, these make for great undertones, you know, to really blend everything together. So what we'll do, you can see here in the neck, it pushes right down into here. Maybe next time we'll make it shorter so it just sits here, but that helps to fold into the neck when you're wearing the suit. And you'll do that, you know, it'll fold around. So I might actually take this in slightly a bit more just at the bottom here so that everything sits flush. You know, you can see here if it does come in a bit tighter. So that's what I'll do now. You can see if I just pull it a bit tighter, everything looks a bit better and everything sits a bit more flush. Okay, guys? So yeah, add on your lenses, do your web design whatever way you like. What I'm going to do now is just simply update it, but here at the back you can see, comes off like that, peels off like that. So yeah, you can use this, like we said, for a lot of different things. This thing taught me a lot on how to make other masks, on what to do with other masks, how my head shape fits. You know, I made the templates just completely out of paper that you just seen, and you buy the fabric and that's it. You know, it's step by step, guys, taking it like that and you will have a complete suit. You know, you can use this for a lot of other designs. So we'll get into here now, we'll take in the chin area, and that'll be sort of the final stages of this mask being done. We will be overlapping it, so as you can see here, the edges are very raw on this mask right here, all and around there, but you can see on this mask that the edges are very black, tripled over with overlapping. So there, you can just see here in the chin area where I have to actually take it up. So this mask is just a slightly, not a bit bigger, but yeah, I might actually take it in here more in the neck area. But if I do take it in here in the chin, that will make that, you know, sort of the same thickness. You just lay that on top there like that, and they are starting to line up perfect. I do everything the same, the stages for all of these masks. And yeah, guys, you can see on the back here, I just have a black zipper. So you can see the difference that it gives. You know, if you have just a black zipper, you can clearly see that, but when you have the invisible zipper here at the back, you can see there. And this is the same fabric, guys. This is just dulled down a bit more. I've wore this out. The fabric sort of has dulled down with the sunlight and stuff added. So yeah, if you want your suit to go darker, you know, you can do that yourself. It's just this is brand new fabric and it's shiny. You can just see the exact same similarities here within the masks. And yeah. So after doing just some updates, guys, we have this sort of shape, you know. We just took it in a little bit here at the back. We took it in at the side here around the neck area. Took it in slightly a bit more at the chin. We have one part here that we maybe just need to deal with, but it all blends in. When you lift your neck up and stuff, you know, it hits here where the neckline is going to come for the suit, because when you lift your neck and stuff up, you want it to reach down into, you know, sort of here halfway through your neck, or at least at the bottom. Now at the back here, I'll just turn around. You can see the invisible zipper, and that just folds down here into your collar line. That'll come around like that, and everything blends together very nicely. I might take it in just a slightly bit more here. You can just see if I take it in a bit tighter around here, it'll just seam in nice. So again, it's the tiny tweaks, the tiny details that you change, and yeah, that just zips up, pulls off like that. So it's the tiny details that you make for your head, for your shape, for whatever sort of character that you're going for. Keep in mind, if you're going to use this for an open mouth cowl, you'll want to mark slightly a bit inward. This is Spider-Man, so he doesn't have an open mouth cowl. Yeah guys, that's the mask base for now. We'll just get all the finalizations done with the overlocking, and yeah, you can use this, like I said, for a lot of different things. This has been my first mask I've made in a year, so thank you for watching so far guys. We'll get into the next part and you'll see what we're doing next. So guys, this is so far what I've got. I've cut the half of the design here, as you can see, in half, but we have the line work that's going to come out. I'm going to use one half for the line work, the other half for the arcs. So we have this piece here. I'm going to use 2 full pages, so this piece I'm actually going to use as one piece. This is this section up here coming up in the head. I'm actually going to use this so that both lines on each side are symmetrical on the mask, and then we have just these little lines coming up here, then the downward lines coming across the bottom of the mask. These are all the sections that I've got. This is the other piece of paper, so we have 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so we just have our arcs in between. I'm going to use these as stencils, and they're going to be used to draw all of those little curve lines, spike lines in. That's the top section, and then we have the bottom section right here that needs to be cut up. I messed up on this side, so I'll put an X through it. But yeah, this is going to be this side. We have 1, 2, 3 and 4, so each section will be labeled, guys. And then we have
These are going to be all of our line pieces also, so we'll put all this together and you can see what it looks like. But again, this is the whole mess, and we'll just show you right now. This is what it'll look like. Sort of what I'm using is a wooden board. This is an A4 wooden frame from a photo frame. I'll show you that, but I've just curved it in here at the edges. This is what I'm going to use as the faceplate to draw everything on. But this is the sort of stencil that we're going to follow. You know, once we have this side done, we'll flip it over onto the other side and do the other straight lines. Again, with the pattern, what you could do is use it this way, so the symmetry, to draw on your pattern like so. Okay, you can just follow the lines and that'll give you your symmetry look, guys. That'll be able to give me this point. So once we do that, you have that line, you'll be able to draw your two lines upward this way. Also, you'll be able to fold it in half if you do, and that'll give us our center line that we need to work from. Okay, so you can just see there, that gives us two stencils and two shapes in one if you use just this piece of paper. But again, working from this center point will give us our whole symmetrical outlook. Then we place our bottom piece in here for the bottom, second piece, third piece, and then we'll just do all of our line work and everything should work out. We're going to show that now, and yeah, let's get into it. So this is the wooden panel that I had on before, and I've just put the lycra mask that I've made, you seen me previously make, onto this. This is a good, you know, sort of structure, guys. It's firm but not too firm, it's not stretching. What I am regretting is you can see this stretch mark coming across from the fabric itself. That means I've stretched it way too far, or I've done anything. So just check your fabrics, make sure maybe they're not going that way, but we'll use this as a tester for now. What you can do is, this is based off of an A4 photo frame. So this is a page A4 size, that's what we use for the paper template. And what I've done is the line here and also the flat line at the bottom, you can use that to line up your pieces like so. So that's just going to line up there like that. That'll give us where we need to set our, you know, first piece. Then we'll put in our middle piece like so. Okay, then we can place this right here. This was used from an A4 page, so you can just see now here at the top, that lines up straight here like so, and I've just cut the corners off of this one, but this gives us our line up to where everything should fit together like so, as you can just see right now. And yes, everything is lining up straight, all the lines are going flush with the bottom and stuff, guys. This is just a simple, maybe easy way for you to align, straighten everything out and make adjustments, but this really does help me in how I do all my pieces and lining everything up. Okay, that's where you really start, is try it, practice, and just keep making sure all your pieces fit. So after, once we have our line work drawn in, we'll go in with our arc pieces like so and just do all of those in. So let's see now, you can see me do that. And So guys, this is just placement on the eyes. We have our new mask base that we drew up from the second template, and your eye placement, it just depends on, so we have our middle point here. If you want, you can center them like this, and you know, it can just sit along this line here. You can bring it closer and together, and that can bring it, you know, a different look. Sort of the same way, very close together, you can do this sort of look if that's what you're going for. But again, you can sometimes try and follow the lines and that looks too lowbrow. I actually like it sometimes. You can twist them, so you just slightly turn them and have the points pointed inward a bit more. It can alter the look, you know. Tiny little details like this all add up into what you're actually making. So yeah, it all just depends on what you want. I spent the last 10 minutes just reassuring myself when I do glue this on that it will just sit in position where I want it, and how close the lenses will come together in between here, because you know, if you move them out here, it does look a bit, not derpy, but again, you can go for any look that you want, any design that you like. But if you want to just position them how you want them to go, I like mine to sort of just sit sideward, and the curves here at the top, they curve in like that. And again, check up where they match up here and here before you glue them on, so that you know that everything is symmetrical and everything sits in the same position. So yeah, I'm actually happy with that. And what we're going to do now is just go into the gluing stage, and we're going to do that with the No Way Home lenses. But yeah, I just wanted to show you, take the extra time, take the extra steps. These are some big lenses that I put together myself, that I want to do for a personal mask, okay? But the No Way Home lenses are for the No Way Home suit, so you can make whatever you like, guys. So guys, as you just seen, this is the scuba wear that we found, the scuba fabric, and I've just drew the web pattern on it. May change some things up by making some bumps a bit more extreme, but we'll get there. I might change up the pattern here as well in the middle, you know, at the center of the mask. I don't know if that's actually centered, let me see. So now we have the scuba wear. You can see we have the pattern drew onto it. This is the lycra, so you can just see the difference, you know, in the texture. This one has a more shiny, thinner fabric to it that has a bit more stretch. The scuba is a 4-way stretch, but it sort of, you can see the bumps here in the mask, and it's busted open. This is the prototype of what I'm using, and what we're going to do here is just glue on the lenses. You can see we have some of the Homecoming and the No Way Home lenses. I'm going to start testing it up and changing it up, but what we're going to do now is glue this on with, we're going to use some Loctite glue. Okay, so super glue, Loctite. This is a thin pen, and yeah, let's see how this goes. Wish me luck. And hi everyone, and this is the mask as it sits now. We have just the outline done for the web lens, and we have both of the lenses glued on. And we have someone here with us today. Come on, stand in, Midu. So this is my nephew Midu, okay? Do you want to crouch down a wee bit? There you go. That's everybody, so everybody can see you're okay. Okay, so he's going to try on one of the masks for us and show you how it fits on. Okay, haven't you wore a lot of these before?
Yeah.
Your blue one as well. We'll show a picture right now of his blue Spider-Man suit that he wore. One year for Halloween. So this is the 4-way stretch lycra, guys. If you want to wear this, you know, this is what it can look like. Okay, and then we have the scuba fabric, which is a bit darker. It's a bit thicker also, and I love the lenses that actually comes with this. We also have the other No Way Home mask that's probably, I don't know if he wants to try this on, but there. See?
My eyes.
Guys, this is me. He's been wanting to be in a video for ages. He's going to have his own YouTube channel soon, so everybody can subscribe to him, yeah?
I guarantee y'all are going to send hate messages to me.
No one's going to send hate messages. No one's going to do that.
I'm going to delete your comments if you do.
Tell that to the camera, not to me.
If you send rude messages to me, I'm going to delete the comments.
Okay, there you go. I love you.
Me too.
Okay. Say bye-bye to everybody.
Bye.
And go smack the camera. Me and him's going to go do something here. Bye. So everybody, we have our mask, and what you have seen me do is just do the super glue onto the edges. You've seen us do the web pattern. Now this is a second alternate design that I chose to go with. Follow the same steps for the No Way Home, but this is just to show you what it really could look like when you spend the time. Here at the edges you can just see they're right in. I've glued those right into each edge so that when they do stretch out, you know, you can't really see anything. They are tied in with the hot glue. It used to smooth out, and yeah, it wasn't really the cleanest of lines. So I found with this Loctite like fabric glue, sort of, I think it is, Creative. It dries. Now you can't see some white on the inside of here, which I will have to go over in with a marker, but this is brilliant. Now once you do that step, you've glued your lenses on, you'll want to turn your mask inside out, okay, and you'll get this. Now on the inside you can see some foam still stuck to the mask. That's how good the glue goes through. You know, when you do use the hot glue also, it will seep through. And what we're going to do now is just cut out the holes for our lenses, and then we'll finish off the mask with the rest of the pattern. Get round the edges done. We will get that all overlapped. But this is the mask in its raw form now. This is one of the last stages. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get into it and show you what it looks like. So that's what you want to do, guys. Just cut a hole like this. Alternatively as well, what you can do is put another set, you know, another shape or another the same shape as the lens. That can lock it in tight. Now it'd have to be something thin. There is very thin Peltex out there that I used a long time ago, and it really did help to lock this shape in. But yeah, I've went in the background. I might just add some glue. You'll not want to cut right into the edge. You'll just want to leave some bits open. And yeah, this is how it's done. We'll go on to the other one, and then we'll show you the web design. And that's all it is. As you can just see me taking on off the mask, this is it. What I've done is do the line straight down, so we have the line following from the middle of the mask, going right round to the back and following straight down into the zipper. The rest are going to follow suit, so this one and this one, they're going to come down side by side at the back. That's what we're going to do, but I just want to try it on for you again, because it really does. I think it suits me. I think it suits really well. So you have to, you know, take the moisture out of your mouth. Make sure your nose is clean, because you don't want it to come through. That won't matter with a face shell. You can hear me talk. Sorry about the muffled voice. You know, very Deadpool. But this is the mask so far, and I am loving it. Also, what we're going to do is take out this chin part here. So this little bump right here, that still has to come out. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet, but we're figuring that out as we speak in this pattern. I love how the lenses sit. I love how close and tight knit they are together. Everything's not pressing in to my face. You know, you can see my nose here. The web design I do like also. I don't know if it's straight right now. The mask decreases sort of itself when you do pull on it. There is just some, you know, 1 or 2 bumps that we might need to just go over with the overlocking machine. But all in all, I think it fits really well. On the inside here, I'm going to have to glue those in tighter. You can do that after you secure everything on. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll show the end result of the web design, like you can see. Then these side ones will just curve down here like that. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Here we are, and this is for me and my Spider-Man DIY mask. So just like we said, guys, with the line work, I've finished off like this. You can see from the center line that we had previously, I finished this off and went in and did the rest of it. Now the one thing, and this is a different pattern. So we started off
with the homecoming design, way in the 4-way stretch lycra. This is the design that you've seen me draw, which is a no way home mask that we have here in the center. You can see the diamond or the crown piece in the center. It's a bit extended, it's a bit big, so I wanted to change that from this design. And I changed that, and then we made this mask that you've seen also in the video. And this has a tinier diamond pattern or crown pattern in the center. Now, that's just went smaller. It's brought the whole design in a lot more, which I like, and I've added on just straighter lines coming up the top with this one. Again, I've added in the line work here going down the back of the mask, which I just have to finish off the web pattern on. Then we go to this mask, which you can just see in the center line. It's much smaller, it's more squared off, and this is where I think I like the most. I've also added in another arc line here on the chin. So instead of having 1, 2, 3, you know, you just have the 2 lines coming down that we had on the previous mask, like so. There's only 2 arc lines coming down the mouth. But this one we have 3, and then also here at the top we have the 3rd one coming in here instead of 2 lines just coming up. So it's just alternating the pattern. But what I've done is just use a ruler. This is all freehand, and drew the center line. You can see coming from here, rotate it round, and all you do is just follow it down. And the same with the other 2 lines here at the front. What you want to do is just follow those right round to the back, and every other line that you've drawn or designed should follow suit. And that's basically it, guys. You know, piece by piece, this is all done by hand, you know, with a ruler. The front pattern is done with, you know, paper templates, but everything else here, the line work, is done by hand. Bendy plastic ruler, so one of these bendy rulers is ideal. You know, you can see the curves already locked into it because I've been bending it a lot, but these things are very good when you're doing these type of masks. They can really help bring everything together. We're going to finish off the web design by drawing the web arcs, and we'll show you that just right now. But yeah, you can just see from all these different designs that we have, you can design this with anything that you like. Keep updating them, and here we are with the final result. Thanks for watching so far, and here we are, guys. So as you can see, guys, from the whole video, I'll just show you some of the masks, like this one. It has a 4-way stretch lycra. Now this was the first initial base that I made. Since I have found the scuba, I've upgraded the patterns just slightly a bit more. This lycra, it's a bit thinner. It's a lot better sometimes with the stretch around the head. But again, if you follow the techniques like we showed you, you'll be able to make a mask like this, or like this one. So this is made out of the red scuba that I found, guys. It's a bit thicker than the 4-way stretch. It has an almost 4-way stretch, you know, like capability, but only it does only stretch sort of a 2-way mostly. I like the way this looks. a bit darker, it's a bit richer. I've added in the zipper here at the back. It's an invisible zipper, but we will be, you know, doing that. Again, follow the techniques throughout this whole video, and you'll be able to make a mask like this, and just change up the lenses. It's all up to you. The web pattern I've updated slightly just a bit, and we'll show you in another mask like this one. So again, the red scuba, guys, this is just bigger lenses. I've changed the web pattern slightly a bit more just to suit what I wanted. It's a bit more detailed. I changed up the pattern slightly with the lines here and here. Again, that's all in the video. If you've lasted this long, thank you so much for watching. But this is what you can make, guys. You can make all of these different masks, and it can be your design. So yeah, you know, I'm just finishing up the web pattern on the back here with a pen. Then I go in with the fabric pen. I can see everything, full visibility out of the lenses. But I have one more mask to show you, and it's going to be this one. Guys, so this is more like the Alex Ross style with the tinier lenses. It has a meaner look to it. The web pattern I love. I know how to keep this for further masks. Yeah, as we always say, thank you so much for watching. If you've stuck out this long, you've seen all of these new masks no one else has. I have a few more left. This scuba, I am loving. So I will be having a few more to show you in a newer video. You can make yours any way, any lens design, any color, any shape, any web pattern. But if you follow the methods and the techniques in this video, hopefully they helped you to do something like this. This is all done without a face shell, okay? So, you know, you don't always have to buy a face shell. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you can make your own, and let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think of all these masks in this one. Like we always say here from me and Alfred, like we pat in the background, always at your DXP. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and comment. Let me know down below what you're working on and what you're making. And I'll see you in the next video, which will be very soon. Bye, guys.